It is opening day 25-26 winter, and we're going up Les Deux Alpes. Been a pretty early morning, I'm not going to lie, to get here. It's about a 45-minute drive or so from Alpe d'Huez across. What's kind of cool, right now at 1600 meters in Les Deux Alpes, straight across the valley there, glistening in the sun, is the height of Pic Blanc at 3,330 meters. So that's where I'm based. An hour or so drive over here, and we're ready to go and ski some what looks like some amazing snow. It's been dumping down for weeks now. We've been ski touring in Alpe d'Huez. It's been some brilliant skiing up there. But finally, my legs need a rest. It's time to get on a lift. 1,200 meters. It's looking perfect. Here we go. Like I said at the start, it's been snowing on and off for a week now. It's a lot lower than this. Our plan just here is a little bit of this piste, the Mura piste, blue run coming around the top. It's one of the classic routes down from the top of the Les Deux Alpes here. And then we're going to duck off to the right hand side to this cheeky little valley. Although I'm based in Alpe d'Huez, I've done a lot of seasons here, so I know this place pretty well. It doesn't take long to get the feeling back. You can definitely feel it's a bit wind affected up here. And I'm only on 94mm waist skis, which is, although for a lot of people that might be considered a large ski, it's actually quite a small off-piste ski just now. So I am sinking in a little bit, but it's just good to be back on skis again, isn't it? Woohoo! This looks like a few good turns. Let it flow. Let it flow. Very cool little valley in the shade just now. There's a little kind of narrow bit, and then it's going to open up again soon. Here we go. Woo! Rocks! And it opens out! Woo! What a view! So in a moment or two I will go and ski a piste or two just to show you how great the conditions are. It almost seems false to go straight onto corduroy piste first thing in the morning, because even if the snow's not that great, the pistes are always really well looked after, so it's slightly false advertising. But if I'm off-piste, if I'm jumping through powder, you know it's pretty good. To be honest, a lot of the time now I get people that come out here to do off-piste guiding with me, and if you're new to the channel, by the way, I'm an off-piste ski and snowboard instructor. I teach beginners like never skied off-piste and never skied, all the way to super advanced guys with loads of experience and take them to some of my favourite coolest spots. But it doesn't have to be this amazing, perfect, fresh snow. In fact, right now it's really not. It's very wind affected just here. Ooh, a bit crunchy. But even if it's not perfect, fresh snow, you can still have some great adventures off-piste. Go and explore in these amazing mountains around Les Deux Alpes just here, and of course, Alpe d'Huez, which opens 1 week today. Our route just now, though, hopping onto a piste. Check my shoulder just for a second or two, and then we're going to go up the side on a Clot de Chalance, classic itinerary off-piste route here in Les Deux Alpes. So, up this ramp and off we go. Two kind of cool things to see just here. Just behind me you can just about see a chap and a dog. That's one of the piste airs. And just the other side of there, I'll try and show you another clip on the way up in a moment. They're doing a whole bunch of dog and avalanche rescue training. So if the worst was to happen, these guys of course need to be trained and ready. The other cool thing we just passed is that DVA checkpoint. So it's not actually activated just now. We've done our own transceiver checks. So pre-ski, double check our safety gear and our beacons, or our transceivers are actually activated and working. But being such a famous route we're about to go down, it's quite good they've got them just there. Another cool view while I'm here, we can see straight across to Alpe d'Huez, the signal, the main bowl of Alpe d'Huez. We see the peak of Herpy, the chairlift, and I can see up to Pic Blanc. Peak Bale's just next to it. What a view. Here we are. Clot de Chalance down below me. The Gas X, this big avalanche controlling pipe just next to me. That was my marker for the entrance. Turn or two. Oh, and I'm not quite first. This track's already beaten me into it. That's okay, because there's so much good snow. Whee! Definitely feel patches of it are really wind affected. This is beautiful though. This is the good stuff. A little bit more to find a nice little safety spot to watch for the others. Woo! Very nice. Taking a slightly longer traverse, trying to get away from the other fresh tracks, but I can really feel the change of snow in here. Let's have a feel. Oh, that was good. Not so much. This is my corridor, this is the bit. Woo! Wow. Really feel that snow changing. And a little rock. Oh. Definitely harder skiing. I can feel my skis going in different directions here and there as the snow changes. A nice cheeky little route through the rocks there. All right, so off-piste, amazing, mixed with some wind-affected crud, let's call it. Now I'm going to take you down a piste for a little bit. This is live and on board, by the way. Look, clickety-click, that's me right now. Just overtaking a couple of kids. And we're off. Just down here, it opens up. And there we are. Wide open blue run. Time to play with some edge angles. Woo! Funicular not open today. That's the entrance to it just there. Very grippy, chalky style snow. Perfect group of pistes. Woo! Come on! If you're new to the channel, by the way, make sure you hit that little like and subscribe button. Most of what I'm filming, like I said earlier on, is all around Alpe d'Huez, just across the valley. But over in Les Deux Alpes for this week, simply because Alpe d'Huez isn't open. Some of it is just going for a bit of a ski, showing you around some nice pistes, some tutorials. And like I said, what I specialise in, what I love, is off-piste skiing. That's my favourite for sure. And I'm a ski and snowboard instructor for ESF in Alpe d'Huez. Yes, I know a British accent working for ESF, it is allowed. So if you're coming over towards Alpe d'Huez at any point, drop me a message. My contact details are in the description. Or if you want a day in Les Deux Alpes over here, I can come and coach you on this side of the valley too. Drop me a message. Everything you've seen filmed today, by the way, it's been filmed on the Insta360 X5. Right now it's simply stuffed into my bag behind me, so you can get almost a POV style view of me, or if you've done it right, I can spin the camera around and my body's right behind me there at my tail. So you get almost like a drone style shot leading the way, which I think is pretty cool. Most of what I've done until now has been on this little camera mount just here. You can see it on the screen now. That's the pole mount. That's always on my sticks, just in case. And it's probably the most used mount, I reckon, for the Insta360. All I've got with me is one camera, a microphone, the selfie stick, and the little mount you just saw. And in a moment or two, I'll show you my top 3 views that you can get just using the selfie stick and the ski pole mount, because it's not just the front out the front style view. There's loads of other options. I'll show you that in a moment. There are a lot of people here today. This has been filmed just before, or just around Black Friday as well, so there is an affiliate link in the description where you can get some extra cheeky freebies, bonus discounts and a few other little things. If you're thinking of getting yourself an X5 and some attachments for this winter, follow that link. And yes, I am affiliated with Insta360. Yes, I get a beer every time you buy a camera or something similar, so I would appreciate you using that link. Thank you in advance. A similar line, there's a Patreon link. You really want to support me and say thanks for making some videos, but no stress. This is the fairly new glue piste that comes down to the Les Deux Alpes from 2100 La Crête. This is the new one called the Gendry. I say new. I think it was 7 or 8 years ago now. Still relatively new, I suppose. And not just here, but what I'm noticing everywhere is that because we're that early in the season, yes, the snow's covered the pistes, and okay, there's the odd little rock sticking out here and there. But the bigger danger is lumps and bumps that haven't yet been completely filled in by the snow. You really can't just relax and expect it to be smooth the whole way. There's the natural mountain grooves and inclines and bumps. And I don't mean mogular-like bumps, the piste is groomed, but if you're not paying attention, just like this person ahead of me, who overtook me a minute ago, you'll hit a bump or two and go flying. Okay, so this is the Insta360 ski pole mount. Fits on any pole, so there's different sizes you can get, or that actually come with the package, you don't need to buy different sizes. Any Insta360 selfie stick will fit inside here, one touch to record. I always have that setting on. And then 3 different views you can get just by extending this. Now the obvious one, straight out the front. You've seen quite a bit of that one already. Feels a little bit strange because you do have to hold the pole still a little bit so one arm doesn't move, but it gives a pretty great view of everything. The next view. Turn your grip upside down, turn that stick behind you so your ski pole is effectively running backwards. Gives a really great from the tail view. Getting a little bit stationary on one hand, but that's okay. And the final view. Hold the pole right near the bottom. Gives you a mega selfie stick, like the 3-meter one you can get. And then you've got a choice. You can either just hold it out in front of you and film whoever happens to be there, like that magic drone, or tuck it over your shoulder and you get a nice little over-the-shoulder view of me. Sort of the same thing, but the other way around. Or, of course, quite a cool one now, as if I've got that over-the-shoulder view, you get ahead of your mates and you let them follow you. Because then you get a really nice, all around the place, drone view of what's going on. This is the signal piste, by the way, right now. This has changed a lot. There's been a lot of disruptions to the glacier, as you can probably see behind me there. Some huge crevasses have opened up, so the normal signal piste that used to be just perfect is now completely different from what you've seen down there. And it's getting towards the end of the day, so it's a bit bumpier. The cool thing though is, although we're in the shade, the X5 is now really, really good in low light. So I think what you've just seen, despite being in the shade, not the perfect blue skies that we've had earlier, although it is blue skies, I'm not in the sun, still looks amazing. So remember, all of the Insta360 accessories and everything is in that link down below. Let's get back in the sun, I'll show you those views again. Yes! Right. Don't get me wrong here, I really like Les Deux Alpes as a ski area and I've spent a lot of time skiing here. But I do find a lot of the pistes bottleneck in together and then open out, so you constantly find yourself in the same place. I'm back now, so the 2 lifts in front of me just now and the Gendry Express that I just got off, I'm back in that same little cluster. And again, look, a little bottleneck. Loads of people sitting around in the middle of the piste before it then opens out and you find your space once again. The cool thing though is that these runs aren't that steep. You know, they're classic bluish, reddish sort of runs that are really high up. So you get some good skiing above 2,500 meters. So even if the snow's not great lower down or the freezing level's raised or possibly raining at 15 to 1,800 meters, the average height of most of the villages and ski resorts, up here, still plenty of skiing to be had. And the rain down below, remember, it just means it's more snow up top. Just keep an eye on that freezing level so you know what's going on. One touch. Turn the camera on. Full extension. Over my shoulder. Let the guys do their thing. Get on my tail. Really is as easy as that. Hold it up, deep track the skier border you're following. Off we go. Right at the end of the day, perfect pistes. Let's get a squad together. Right then, into the moguls. Camera comes out in front. One pole in the moguls, never easy. Lovely and soft snow though, no stress. From that view out in front, whip it around, backwards pole, and let's tear it up. These really are in pretty perfect conditions, these pistes. Woo-hoo-hoo! And look, we're arriving down to the Pano Bar. It's the end of day one here in Les Deux Alpes, winter 25-26. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. I hope you've clicked like and subscribe. And I hope you'll join me out here skiing. Usually just across the valley there, I can still see it crystal clear in Alpe d'Huez. Or if you're coming over to Les Deux Alpes, drop me a message anyway. I could always pop across for a day. See you later.